I know because you are a collaborator as well as an engineer, and you do view things almost like scientifically. But recently we've had a legislator, not in the Senate but in the House, go around and allegedly smashed shopping carts so that homeless couldn't use the shopping carts so they could congregate in areas. Some people cheered it. I'll tell you my personal opinion. I'm appalled at it, and I thought it was extremely violent and dangerous for all the stakeholders involved. Mm-hmm. I know if you want to go, we're not, because you don't really criticize people, and that's not what it's about, but homelessness has got to the point where legislators are like walking tall with sledgehammers. Now, fortunately, the individual stopped, but that doesn't seem, is that a solution?
Obviously, I don't think it's a solution. To exercise, I run on the bike path down in Pearl City from one end to the other, and I've seen an increase in homeless down on the bike path. I've worked with Senator Chan Oakland and other advocates, and it is, I think we need to take a holistic view of homeless, and it really is trying to provide, transitional housing and a whole bunch of services that are part of that. She's been working on the notion that our communities need to take responsibility for the homeless in our communities, rather than have them shifted from one community to the other, get in and clear them out of an area and force them to move someplace else until they get settled, and then we go over there and clear them out of that. It really is about engaging nonprofits in the communities to really work through a solution that works in each and every community rather than chase them from community to community.
But the nonprofits in the community are going to the Ways and Means Committee. In fact, they're probably taking notes of you right now, and they're going to be using what you're saying right here in testimony of the public access room, which you helped create.
Absolutely.
They need the funds in order to do that, which you're talking about, this collaboration, and yet you're at that very narrow margin of balance. So how are you going to provide the money when really the money doesn't exist?
Well, like I said, I think it's about engaging the communities in the conversation and deciding what really are the priorities for us to move together. So, state government cannot be all things to all people. We don't have the resources to do that. I think we need to be smart about talking about what should be priorities and working to find solutions. The nonprofit community is able to deliver a lot of services for less dollars than the state government could do it themselves. So it's really looking at where the point of balance is and seeing how we can take the assets and the services that a nonprofit could provide and surround it with the appropriate support services or funds from the state to really address the challenge.
So the nonprofits should be lining up at least to testify and get involved, because you are going to look at that. For the last session, we did, for the first time in several budget cycles, provide funds to nonprofits in grant and aids and purchase of services. So, we do know that they're an important part of our community and that they provide important services. So I'm certain as we look at the budget, we'll try and make funds available as appropriate.